What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy ATruckerNamedJay, man, checking in. And I finally wanted to, I know I'm late, man, I'm super late, I'm disappointed in myself, but I had to put my piece in on the Call Me Cooley challenge. First of all, shout out to Call Me Cooley, man. One of the probably the best informative as far as information, trucking information in regards to becoming an owner-operator authority. I'm talking to customers, dealing with brokers. Probably some of the best information you're going to get. Only second to maybe HT Logistics. Only because, you know, I think HT's just been doing it a little longer. So I say that respectfully, of course. But he has this challenge where he wants YouTubers to put out like informative information that can help drivers. You know, there's been a lot of, like he says, drama and back and forth, and I've been participating in that as well. And part of my, I guess you can call it my rebrand, is that I do want to shift my channel to more productive, positive, and informative information as far as with trucking and distance myself from drama. So I definitely would love to participate in this situation. So shout out to Cooley for putting this out there. Make sure to subscribe to this channel. Let me tell you something, I said it in the post, and I'm gonna say it again here, man. If you are subscribed to me but are not subscribed to Call Me Cooley, man, you're doing yourself a disservice, man. I'm talking about him and HT Logistics, just probably some of the best trucking information you're gonna get up here. And that's not to disrespect anybody else, but I mean, it's just the truth. So, but anyways, what I want to talk about is, as a truck driver, you have to learn how to say no. Well, what do you mean, Jay? I'm so glad you asked. You need to know that, pretty much you need to know your worth. I could come up here and I could tell you like how to bag and pre-trips and CDL school, but I think the most important thing for you to know as a truck driver and what's going to help you to have a safe and productive trucking career is you have to know when to say no, man. You just have to. You're just going to be, sometimes you're going to be put in situations with companies, with brokers, with different people in the trucking industry where they're going to ask you to do some things that I won't say are illegal, but they are not the safest of things to do. Perfect example. Now is the winter time. So what you're seeing is a lot of winter storms, a lot of ice on the road, and unfortunately with that comes a lot of accidents. I just seen where it was a big accident today in Iowa. 40 trucks, I believe, 40 cars, 40 vehicles. You know, not too long ago, I want to say a month or two ago, it was a big pile up in Pennsylvania. Listen, you guys, listen. There's no such thing as cool points for driving in dangerous conditions, okay? There's a term called super trucker. And what that refers to is truckers who just are in this imaginary competition to be better than every other trucker. Listen, that does not matter, okay? Your reputation as a truck driver means nothing if you're dead. Your reputation as a truck driver means nothing if you're disabled. Your reputation as a truck driver ends if you drive in some condition that you shouldn't be in and you kill somebody or you seriously hurt somebody and they find that it was your fault because you maybe was driving too fast in conditions or didn't brake fast enough or whatever the case may be. So it's nothing wrong with saying, hey, I'm not comfortable doing this. I'm not comfortable driving in the snow. Like me tonight, I still got like 3 or 4 hours that I could drive, and I shut it down, man, because it's just too bad. The winds are blowing, snow is blowing across the road. You know, cars are, you know, just still trying to drive too fast, throwing on brakes. Because see, the thing about driving in the snow is not you, it's everyone else. You can be driving perfect, but if somebody in front of you throw the brakes on and you just can't slow down because it's slow, you know what I mean? It's just a bad situation. But nonetheless, man, like I said, it's just, you have to learn to know your worth and what you're worth to your family. Swift, when I was at Swift, it was a saying, oh, you always want to make it back to your most important stop. Your most important stop is the house. Please don't come out here and do anything that's going to jeopardize your life, jeopardize you being able to provide for your family. It's not worth it, man. I don't care if it's $2 a mile, $4 a mile, $18 a mile. It don't matter, man. If it's your life on the line, which honestly, you know, it may be an over-exaggeration, but driving in snow or driving in certain condition is risking your life. And I think we don't say that, so we just don't look at it like that. But please understand, driving in certain weather conditions is risking your life, especially when you're in an 80,000-pound vehicle. that takes a football field to stop on a dry day. So throw some snow and some ice and some wind, and you know what I mean? But yeah, man, you have just learn to say no, man. And even like, you know, another example would be, I've run into this before, and it becomes an ego thing because you don't want to look like that guy. But, you know, if you go into a shipper and receiver, and let's say you got dock doors 1 through 10, and dock doors 10 through, let's say, 6 are wide open. And then you got a trailer in 5, 4, and 3, and a trailer in 1. And they tell you to back into dock 2. But because of dock 2 being at the end of the lot, and it's trailers in the way or whatever, it's a very difficult back. You know what I'm saying? And because of that, you're having a hard time backing into that dock door, because everyone isn't an expert backer. You may still be, you may only have 6 months of experience, 7 months of experience. So you're just having a hard time. Hey, there's nothing wrong with saying, no, I can't back into this door, and going and asking that shipper or that receiver, hey man, it's 4 open doors down there. Can I go down there? I've done it before. And they said, okay, cool. You have to know your worth and know how to say no. Don't put yourself in a bad or uncomfortable situation, because it's always going to end up bad, man. It's always going to end up bad. I promise you. Don't try to just say, man, I'm going to wing it. This is not the career for that. This is not the job for that, to just be winging it because you're unsure. You have to be 1,000% sure of what you are doing when you are behind the wheel of this truck. If there is any percentage of you that's unsure of the weather, of the door you're backing into, of the maneuver you're trying to do, the turn you're trying to make, the GPS instructions or whatever, it's okay to just say, no, I'm not going to do this. I'm going to pull over. I'm going to reevaluate what's going on, and I'm going to make the best decision without under pressure. There's nothing wrong with that, man. Know your worth. Understand that you are much more important than the money that you're trying to make. I understand everyone's trying to make money. Everybody's trying to build a fleet, get authority, do all these things, and that's great. But you are more important than that. I promise you, if you ask your family, they don't give a fuck about an authority, a truck, a cash. They don't care about it. They care about you. You are the most important thing in that truck, so you need to take care of yourself and be aware of what's something that is dangerous or just not safe, and just say no, man. Them dispatchers can't fire you. Let me tell you something. It's a secret word that you can use to get you out of any situation. From a dispatcher, an operations manager, a broker, whoever. All you got to tell them, I don't feel safe. As soon as you say that S word, they can't say nothing to you. And if they try to still make you do it, tell them put it in writing. Tell them to text it to you. Tell you to send them a message through your Qualcomm. And you put in the Qualcomm, let me tell you, so when you're having a hard time with your dispatcher or whatever, and they act like they want you to do some unsafe stuff, tell them to send it to you in writing. Whether email, Qualcomm, however y'all communicate, text message, tell them to send it to you. So that way, if you go out there and do it and something happened to you, you got your proof saying, hey, this is what they made me do. Well, still, they can't make you do a damn thing because you're the captain of the ship. But just for example purposes, if they try to force you to do it, because guess what? 9 times out of 10, they never going to send that message. They'll call you, but they'll never send that message. So know your worth, be safe, be productive, man. I have a saying, you know, y'all already know what I always say, stay safe, stay positive, and stay productive. So just stay on top of that stuff, man, and you'll be okay. The money will come. Don't chase the money, man. Don't chase the money. Don't let the money put you in a bad situation, man. That's all I'm saying. But as always, y'all know the vibes. Stay safe, stay positive, stay productive. God Family Trucking, as always, man, keep pushing. Your goals are closer to what you think they is. And make sure you go subscribe to Call Me Cooley. Salute you for this challenge, man. The culture definitely needed this, man. I'm gone.